Hey, so good to see you jumping in live to kick off a little bit of a pre-party for Called to Coach, tapping into the best billion-dollar career ever, the coaching industry. So I'm waiting for you guys to jump on because this is just like a kickoff pre-call, wanting to talk about how to become known in the coaching industry. If we don't know each other, my name is Dr. Shannon Irvin, and I help entrepreneurs grow extremely profitable coaching businesses, not coaching hobbies. So if you're someone that is thinking about becoming a coach, you've signed up for the Call to Coach event, then welcome. I'm super excited that you're here. And if you're someone that's been in the coaching industry, but you just can't quite get the traction to get to the point where you can leave your 9 to 5 job, then that's what we're going to be talking about in the live training that I have ready for you to go this Thursday. So if you're here with me live, I would love for you to tell me who you are. And if you're just getting started as a coach and you're brand new, or if you've been at it for a little while and you're just not getting the traction that you want. Now, in the software that we use for these lives, and this will be true for the training on Thursday and then the following week's trainings, you're going to want to make sure you give StreamYard the ability to know your name. If you don't, that's okay. I get it. But just do me a favor and put your name at the end so I know who you are, because this training is really all for you to go from where you are to tapping in and entering into the billion-dollar coaching industry, to growing, scaling, leaving the 9 to 5, and getting traction to the place where, I don't know if you're anything like me, but as I started thinking about creating my own coaching business, the big driver for me was being able to be available when my kids had a performance or a soccer game or any of those kind of things. They were available, like that I had the time available, right? It's so challenging to be in the situation when you have these priorities like kids, family, other things. And because of being in a 9 to 5 job, you don't have that flexibility to be able to just on a spur go to a soccer game or take your kids to lunch, or just be able to be there. And that was honestly the catalyst for me wanting to get into the coaching business, was this desire to be the kind of mom that I wanted to be. I wanted my kids to look back when they were adults and say, Mom was always there. And in a 9 to 5, I just couldn't do that. And so we're going to be talking in this pre-training. Now, this is all kind of a prep training. We start the Call to Coach, tap into your best career ever. That training is a brand new training. It starts on Thursday. So make sure you have 12 p.m. Central, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. And if you're in Australia or other time zones, kind of do the math there. But we're going to start there, and I'll tell you a little bit about what each 3 days will be. And by the end of it, you are going to have mapped out in front of you the specific plan for your coaching business. And so I'm just going to jump into the comments, because if you've been on my trainings before, or if this is the first time, hi, I can't wait to be able to support you, help you catapult into the vision and dream that you have. And I was talking about what got me motivated. I'm curious, what's motivating you to want to start or scale your coaching business? What's motivating you? Is it time to be able to do stuff with your kids? Is it being able to go to lunch with friends and not feel guilty or have to rush back? Is it the desire to actually see the dreams of your heart come to pass instead of you pouring all your energy into the dreams of someone else? I know that was an important thing for me. I felt like God put this desire on my heart. And as a 9 to 5 person, I loved helping people, but I felt like I was letting that dream die, right? Or is it being able to go for the summer somewhere and still be able to have your coaching calls, have income coming in, yet being in that place wherever you want to be? So for me, it was my own schedule, my own time freedom, like Heather's saying, to be able to travel, right? Or just being able to say, you know what? This is what I'm put on the planet to do. And that's why I called this event Called to Coach. And I call it the best career ever because the flexibility, the ability to impact, and the income potential that is not limited. Isn't that the frustrating part about a 9 to 5 working for someone else? Is that no matter what you do, there's a cap, isn't there? There's, yes, incremental raises. I know a friend of mine was telling me, like, yeah, I got the biggest raise and it was less than the inflation rate. So, yay, I'm actually going backwards. And you're doing everything, putting all this energy into someone else's business. So, unleashing the cap on your income, taking the lid off, right? The law of the lid. We're going to remove that lid. And I'm going to show you in the live training just how easy it is to get to the point where you replace your income. I'm going to teach you and show you the thinking that you need to have, the processes that you need to have, and the mentality and the knowledge of how to coach so that you can start with a few clients, grow to a group, and really start to see traction. My desire for you, and full disclosure, we've got the doors open for our certification. This is the fast track to getting to a very profitable coaching business. And we'll be talking about that as well. But I'm going to give you these 3 free days of just diving deep. And here's what I need you to know. I want you to play full out. Today, I'm going to be talking about the 3 keys to literally understanding the $1 billion coaching career. So that's what we're going to do in this live training. But I want you to be ready. There's a calendar in the Unleashed Entrepreneur Facebook group. And the calendar kind of goes like this. This Thursday, the 15th, is day 1 of the live free training. And in that day, we're going to be deep diving on the coaching industry, what to call yourself as a coach, what niche, what people you should be serving, the best people you should be serving. So if you've been going for a little while, it's possible you're just 2 degrees off center, and that's why you're not getting traction. So that's day 1. Then Friday is day 1 for VIP. And why am I telling you this? Because everything we do in the live training on Thursday, we're going to do workshop in the VIP so that you can really get the momentum going and use this week basically together to literally catapult your new business or catapult the business that you've been growing, right? So I'm going to really encourage you to getting into the room of VIP. So before I do this, before I give you a link, let me make sure the link is working. Let's see, give me a second. I don't want to give wrong links, and I'm notorious for doing that. So let me make sure that goes to the right place. It does. Awesome. So here, I'm going to pop this in. I want you to go to up level to VIP and get in that room. And here's why. If you've signed up for the free training, it's free Thursday, Monday, and Wednesday, the 15th, the 19th, and the 21st. So that's completely free to you. The VIP is a small charge, but what we're going to be doing is we're going to be applying everything you know, workshopping everything you know, and live answering your specific questions. So it is a way, like if you're serious about growing a coaching business, if you're not just dabbling, because I'm going to tell you right now, if you're just dabbling, we're going to be at advanced training. So you're probably not going to want to just sit and listen, right? So if you're really serious about starting your coaching business or growing your coaching business, then I'm going to encourage you to invest in VIP. I'm going to encourage you to invest in VIP. It's a small amount, but what we're doing is whatever we do Thursday in VIP on Friday, we're going to be in a Zoom room together doing workshop around that and going even deeper. Then on Monday, and again, I'm notorious for links and dates being wrong. I was right. So the second free training day is on Monday in Called to Coach. That training day, because you'll know exactly what kind of coach you're going to be and who you're going to coach. Monday's training is all around how to become known for your coaching and how to find your perfect clients. So you won't want to miss this. This is brand new training. This is what's working now in the industry. So you want to make sure you're there for that. And then again, the next day after that is going to be another VIP training where we workshop that and really get you a client attraction plan together, right? Specific to you. So VIP is a pretty powerful room. And we decided to do it on different days so that you could really stack it. If you're just going to do the free training, then it's Thursday, Monday, and Wednesday, 15th, 19th, 21st. But I'm going to encourage you to go all in. Give yourself this week, because busting into the $1 billion coaching industry right now, did you know in the last 3 to 5 months, the industry itself has grown 20% when every other industry is sliding backwards? Why is that? Well, we're going to talk about that on Thursday, but the key here to know is when there is challenge and struggle, that's when people get rid of the extra things and they dive deep into catapulting what they need. And that's what coaches do. We help people get results. We laser them to their results. So super excited for you. So I gave you the link to Uplevel to VIP if you would like to do that. And then Wednesday next week, which will be the third day of the Call to Coach training, we will have layered knowing what kind of coach you're going to be and who you're going to coach, where to find your perfect clients. Then we're going to dive deep into what we call the client acquisition system, or how to sell your coaching and create an irresistible offer that have people lining up to say yes to your coaching. So those are the 3 days we're going to talk about specifically what kind of coaching and what is the perfect person for you to be coaching. Day 2 of the training, which is Monday, is going to be all around where are your clients, how to find them, and how to get them excited about your coaching. And the third day of the training, which is Wednesday next week, is all around the client acquisition system, how to get them literally lining up for you to say yes to your coaching. And here's what I'm excited to share with you. I'm literally peeling back the layers of my business and showing you what's working now and I'm going to be honest, in a post-COVID coaching world. It's accelerating. So there are people that have just gotten started that are creating 6 and 7 and even 8-figure businesses because they're tapping into what I'm going to be teaching you in the Call to Coach training. So if you haven't gotten signed up for the Call to Coach training, put in the chat, I need to sign up, and we'll give you the link to do that. And of course, I gave you the link to Uplevel to VIP. So let's dive in to what I wanted to talk to a little bit in the pre-training today. I wanted to get you stoked and psyched for Thursday, the 15th, when we're going to get kicked off. Make sure it's in your calendar. Make sure it's in your calendar, okay? So here's what I want you to do. I want you to write in your calendar Thursday, 12 p.m. Central. So do the math on your time zone. If you're in Pacific, it's 10 Eastern. Put it in your schedule. Mark out an hour right there just for yourself. And then Friday, if you're going to be in VIP, same exact time. I want you to mark it out. And then Monday through Wednesday, the following week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then we'll end on Thursday with VIP. So we've got a week together, Thursday to Thursday. If you're in VIP, we'll be together every day. If you're in the free training only, it'll be Thursday, Monday, and Wednesday. And we're going to deep dive, literally a map. Like, you're going to see so clearly. Isn't that part of the challenge, is not knowing what to do or how to do it? Tell me in the chat. Tell me in the chat if it's just like, I don't know exactly what kind of coach I want to be, the title to do, the right niche, the right amount of people. Where do I find my people? These are the questions that we get to answer for you, because clarity creates a catapulted coach. So that's what we're going to do together in the live event. So here's what I want you to think about as you're getting ready to be in the live Call to Coach training. There's 3 things, and I want you to write these 3 things down, because these are going to be a little bit different than you've probably heard if you've done other free trainings. So many people are teaching you marketing formulas, looking forward to money. Great, but it starts on Thursday, so don't miss Thursday, okay? So here's what I'm going to tell you. The key to breaking into the billion-dollar coaching industry. Number one, you got to be you. See, right now, what's working is to be done with the fake mask, pretending to be all the other people, and start to get really comfortable with being you, because there are people that are going to be attracted to the authenticity. So write down be you, and it's authenticity. It's showing up as you are with the skills that will teach you and the right way to coach, and just genuinely serving people, not needing to TikTok dance unless you like doing that. If that's you, then be you. But being you is a key component to growing a coaching business fast. And what I see, a lot of the big mistakes I see is I see a lot of coaches being copycats. I see a lot of coaches like seeing a coach and then copying that coach. And what happens when you do that is there's a part of the brain that signals inauthenticity. You know that, right? Tell me in the chat. When there is like inauthenticity, right? You it just kind of puts you on guard. It gives you this, your spider senses kind of kick in. You're like, do I believe this? Is this really true? Like that kicks in. That kicks in. So we really want to start to be yourself genuinely online. And we're going to talk about how to do that during the live training that starts on Thursday. Number two, you want to be you, and you also want to be passionate. What is it that you're just passionate about, that you're probably talking to your friends about, you're Googling, you're researching, you're excited about it, and it's authentically who you are? What are some of those things? Tell me in the chat. I see a couple questions, so I'm going to answer those. But sometimes, again, when we get in this mistake of copycatting or following marketing gurus, can I just explain one small thing? The biggest mistake that anybody makes when they're starting to become a coach or trying to scale is they learn how to coach and sell and get clients from marketers. Marketers teach you how to market products. Like an iPhone, I'm going to talk to you about the features and the benefits and the formula. Do you not know that that part of the person that wants to get a coach, they have to raise their hand and say, I'm not where I want to be yet, and I need a coach. That's an intimate, right? Intimate, if that feels intimate to say. Like, I want to get somewhere and can't get there on my own. So I need some support. I need some help. I want to coach. Or I have something and I want to get rid of it. I don't like it and I want to get rid of it and I need a coach. By the way, I want you talking to me in the chat, because this is the only way I know that you're hearing and it's connecting for you, right? So it's an intimate ask, excuse me. So love what Heather said. So number one is be you. Number two is be passionate. Heather's like, I'm passionate about showing solopreneurs how to make proactive financial decisions that make sense for you. I love that. Finance coaching is such an important thing right now, Heather. It's so important. I don't know who you are because it just says Facebook user for me. So if you don't mind just saying your name so I know who I'm talking to, but it says passionate about helping people identify their gifts. Yes, and get them out to the world and answer their calling. So important, so important. So a lot of times what happens is we decide to become a coach and we start looking at, and we start to want to put it in a bucket. Well, I guess I've got to become a life coach or a business coach or a health coach. Now, Thursday, we're going to be breaking down those buckets so you can understand how being you and being passionate creates the coaching niche that you will serve in. And so it's important to do this. Linda, okay, good. Now I know who I'm talking to. Yay. All right, so Velma's like, kiddos, I might get to work with kids. So awesome. Passionate about helping people have a mind-body transformation, that connection, brain to body. So, so important. So here's what I don't want you to do. So number one was be you. So what's the mistake you can make there is pretending to be someone else. You find a coach and you start mimicking them, mirroring them. It's okay to follow a coach. I hope you're following me and you're saying, okay, what is she doing? And what is she saying and thinking? And how can I apply that? And we're going to do that together in the Called to Coach free live training. But being you is vital. Number 2, being passionate. And as you guys are writing, what you're passionate about. Lillian's passionate about keto. I just saw your post yesterday about what you're eating and why you're doing it. And it's so exciting, right? So being passionate and being willing to share your passion. Being willing, do you see how even us sharing our passion feels a little vulnerable, but for the person who really is waiting and suffering and needs your support, it's a lifeline, right? Lifeline in the chat, if that makes sense. Like to the someone who is needing to get support or that needs help with domestic abuse, right? To get clarity and freedom from Lucia or Linda, where she's going to help people identify their gifts and answer their calling, right? So these are so important. It's a lifeline. There are people sitting in here. I'm giving away too much. So we're going to talk about what I call the research on the 1%. But I can tell you, there are people waiting for you to step into your coaching business. They will not be able to coach with me. They will not be able to coach with other people because there is a specific calling on your life. And there are specific people that will only hear when you say yes. So write lifeline if you understand that you are a lifeline for those people. They are suffering. They're not where they want to be. They need your help. They need you to know how to coach them the right way. And we're going to talk about that in the Called to Coach training as well. But you are a lifeline. You are a lifeline. So be you, be passionate. I love it. And be ready. What do I mean by be ready? So being ready is what we're going to be talking about in our live event. So the free live event Called to Coach starts this Thursday. If you're not signed up, say I need to get signed up in the chat. So we give you a link to get signed up. And I talked at the very top of the hour about how we're doing something very new this time around. By the way, this is a brand new training. I am really passionate about bringing to you what's working now in the billion-dollar coaching industry that grew 20% over the last 6 months. That should excite some of you. Let's get some excited emojis going, knowing that you're going into what I call the best career ever. And I have a passion to get you from entering to getting to the place where you can leave your 9-to-5 to where you get to 6 figures and beyond. That's pretty exciting that there is a, clear path to do so. And there is, a right way to coach, right? There is a right way to coach. We're going to be talking about that during the live event. So let me break down the live event for you. If you're signed up for Called to Coach, breaking into the billion-dollar industry and having the best career ever, let me know, say I'm already in. Tell me that in the chat. If you need to get signed up, say I need a link and tell me that in the chat. Because here's how it's going to go down. I'm just going to remind everybody. So starting on Thursday, 12 p.m. Central, I want you to mark your calendar out. Like give yourself this time. This by far will be my best free coaches training that I've ever done. So make sure you're in the room. Yay, Linda. So here's how it's going to go down. Thursday, day 1 of the free live training. We're deep diving into how do you break into the industry? What do you need to know? How do you enter the industry? What kind of coach do you need to be? And if you're already a coach and you haven't gotten traction, we're going to deep dive into what specific client base that maybe you're just 2 degrees off and that's why they're not hearing you. So that's our first day. It's power packed. And then our VIP link is Up Level to VIP, Lillian. That's the name, upleveltovip.com. I'm really going to encourage you, if you're serious about growing your coaching business, if you're not going to be a dabbler and you're not going to make this a hobby, but you're saying, you know what, I really want this to work, then here's my call to you. From the bottom of my heart, I want you to take the next week from Thursday to Thursday and give it 12 to 1 Central to yourself. Because how we're doing this is Thursday is the first day of the free live event. And then Friday at the exact same time, 12 Central, 10 a.m. Pacific, we're doing VIP. And we're taking everything that I teach you on the first day of training, and we're workshopping it and actually answering questions and getting you a map to come out of it. So that's what we're going to do every training day. So training day on Thursday, VIP day on Friday. Then we're back together on Monday for the second day of Called to Coach, where I'm going to, now you know who I'm coaching and what kind of coach I'm going to be. What's the very next question? Where are the clients at? How do I find them? How do I get known as a coach in this industry? Like, how do I become not a best kept secret? So finding your perfect client is exactly what we're going to break down. I call it our client attraction system. And we're going to be showing you all the steps of that on Monday, day 2 of the Called to Coach free training. And on the next day, on Tuesday, for those of you in VIP, we're going to be workshopping that. And I always come in and do kind of a super secret training that you don't know is coming to just really give you a catapulted ability to start your business or grow it. And then our third free day training for Called to Coach is on Wednesday, the 21st. And that's when we're see how we're stacking it. First, it's who and what you are. Second is where are my people? And the third free day of training is all around, now that I know where they are and who I am and who I'm coaching, now, how do I get them lining up to say yes to coach with me? How do I turn them from somebody who is the perfect client to somebody who is my client? And how do I create an irresistible coaching offer? We're going to be diving onto this on the last day of the training so that they just start lining up and saying yes. And in that training, we're also going to deep dive on what we call a retention system. And the very next day, we will, with VIP again, do a workshop around it, answer all the questions, and give you a map for that kind of coming out of it. So it's a powerful week. Who's excited for the week? I need to know in the chat who is ready for this amazing training that I have been working on behind the scenes for a bunch of months now, and I cannot wait to break this down for you. I cannot wait to break this down for you. So here's what I want you to do. Now, we talked about be you, be passionate, and be ready, right? There is a right and a wrong way to coach. We're going to talk about that too. And really, this is about getting you, whether you're just getting started, like a lot of you that said you're just getting started, thinking about starting, haven't started yet, or if you've started, but you're not where you want to be yet, this Called to Coach training, how to have the best career ever, is going to be, I believe, the thing that you can put a pin in and say everything shifted from that point forward. And it's important that it does, because people need you. People need you. I believe this to the bottom of my heart. The coaches of this generation, those that are stepping in and helping people get their calling, helping people grow their business, get their perfect health, get their relationships on track. COVID caused a lot of disruption. If you agree with that, put I agree. Like, COVID caused destruction in relationships. It caused mental health challenges. It caused business challenges. It caused health challenges. I don't know many people that didn't have the COVID-15. So now we're a couple years out of it, and people are like, it is time for me to grow. And that's what we're doing together. I'm going to break down for you, what is the coaching that you need to be doing? How do you find your perfect people? And how do you get them lining up with that perfect offer to say yes? That's Called to Coach. That's what's coming up. Again, I'm going to encourage you to invest in VIP. Go to upleveltovip.com and get your seat in the VIP room. And then you're going to just have everything applied, ready to go. And I cannot wait to see you. So mark your calendars. Thursday at 12 is when we kick off Central Time. What time zones are you in? Tell me in the chat. What time zones are you in? So I want to make sure, because a lot of people are like, oh, shoot, I put it in the wrong time zone. So it's definitely 10 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. I cannot wait to share with you all the things that are working. Thank you for saying UK. So I try to do the trainings at a time that work for the UK. I know it's evening time there, I believe. And so let's see, what time is it there in the evening right now? I don't know who you are because it doesn't say your name, but yeah, COVID caused destruction. That means you are called to be a coach. It is your time to rise up, to take the position that God has given you. God has given you these desires of your heart. The scripture kind of gets confused, feels like, oh, God gives me everything I want. No, God plants in your heart the desires. Perfect. 6 p.m. Awesome. You know it. So if it's right now, it's 11:30 Central. So 30 minutes from now on Thursday will be when the training is. That's the best way for me to say it for UK, because I will mess you up because you guys have so many different time zones going on. But I'm very excited because I believe the world needs what you have. And I believe you've known it for a while, haven't you? Tell me in the chat, like this thing to do something more, to help more people, to support people, to coach. It's been a dream that's been growing in you, hasn't it? Tell me, right? Growing, if this desire has been growing in you. Now, I know fear's gotten in the way. I know finances have gotten in the way. I know like you look around at the reality of finances, I need to keep my 9 to 5. All that stuff is maybe trying to keep the lid on the dream, but you're here live talking about the dream because there's that part of you that knows that you are called for so much more. More. Linda's word is more. And I just said that, more. You're called for more. And let me tell you, there are people waiting, suffering, and they need you. And I believe it is a ministry. It is the highest calling. It is the thing that helps people get set free. See, here's the way I look at coaching, and we'll wrap on this. Now, I get it. You guys, you could have tons of different faith beliefs, spiritual, non-spiritual. I am a very spiritual person. I'm a Christian. And so I look through that lens and I think about in the beginning how the fall of man came from a lie. It came from a lie, and the lie looked like this. Did God really say? Right? And so we doubt that we have this capacity. Sometimes we doubt, and that is just left over from that time, right? The only thing for the adversary or for the opposition to keep you from your God-given calling, your God-given place in the world, the potential in the world, is just to whisper that sound. Are you sure? Are you sure you should do this? Shouldn't you be safe? Shouldn't you do the safe thing? Right? These are all lies. And think about your clients. Think about your clients, your future clients. All right, I'm going to write it. It's higher up in the comments, but there you go. I told my team I don't need you with me live. I'm just going to be hanging out, doing a pre-training. And so I'm like, oh, I guess I did need them to help me give links. But I want you to think about your client. Your clients believing, whether it's health, business, whether it's relationships, whether it's whatever it is that you're going to be coaching in, they're believing they're not able. And when you learn how to tap in, train your brain to allow those things to be possible, then your clients can too. I believe it's the highest calling you can step into because it breaks chains off of people's future. And at the same times that it does that, it allows them to see the results that they want, your future completely shifts. Time freedom, financial freedom, no income cap, massive impact in the world. All right, I'm going to stop there because I could go for another hour if you know me. So I will see you. I'll go back in and give you the link for anybody who's not signed up. I will see you live Thursday, 12 p.m. Central Time. Make sure it's in your calendar. Mark that Thursday, Friday for VIP, Monday, Tuesday for VIP, Wednesday, Thursday for VIP. Make sure it's marked same time for all those days. And we are going to start, launch, get your clients, get that irresistible offer out to the world. All right. I will see you Thursday. I cannot wait.